Hi guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome. This is an interesting topic.
I understand.
Gray divorce. Have y'all heard of gray divorce? It is a growing trend in America. The rise of divorce in the divorce rate for older couples.
Right.
So it's a lot of baby boomers that are getting divorced in long-term marriages. And I can relate. I have several friends that have recently gone through divorces that have been married umpteen years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's happening
many
more
years.
and more. Whereas back in the day, couples
People
just kind of stayed together.
They died.
Right. So according to the LA Times, while the overall divorce rate is dropping, the number of divorces for people over 50 is surging.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
But it kind of makes sense to me. I remember when I was very, very young, I'm talking elementary school, asking mom, because my mom and dad get along. Like, they honestly get along. And so I thought that's what married people did, was like get along and play jokes on each other. And then, you get to an age where you realize people do things kind of differently. And I remember asking my parents, Mom, why do they sleep in different rooms? And Mom's like, shh, 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 Natasha. And I was like, Mom, why are they mean? And she had a friend who spit on her husband's food.
Oh, God.
And I wasn't supposed to be in the room. I was actually sneaking to get some lemon meringue pie. I had been dipping my finger in it. And so I'm like going to reach and I see her spit in this food. So I run. I'm like, Mom, bathroom emergency.
That's when you need a divorce.
That's when you need it.
Yeah.
So we go in the bathroom and she's like, baby, are you okay? What happened? She's really, Mama, guess what I saw? So-and-so, I saw them make the play and then they did this. And so I'm showing her and she grabbed my mouth. She was like, Natasha, okay. You're supposed to be with the kids. And Mom's older, y'all. She just turned 80. So, you need to stay in a child's place. And I was like, but Mama, she's spitting that food. Can I tell Daddy? And I remember going home and my mom had told my dad, and my dad he was like, I don't know why they're together. And I remember eavesdropping and thinking, wait, this is different. Like, that was when it hit me. Like, not everyone that stays married likes the person they're married to.
Correct. So, the reasons for gray divorce.
Ooh.
1, finances. Who knew? So if one partner has trouble keeping a budget and the other is the breadwinner, that's what it is. It's control. It's control over finances, not so much the finances. And if, one spouse makes an investment decision that loses money.
Yeah.
And a lot of money. And that I have had friends that happened to also. So that's kind of a deal breaker for a lot of people, especially at a certain age, because it's hard to recoup it. I shouldn't say impossible, but it's hard to recoup. I would imagine
I hit an age, I don't want to be having to recoup a hot dang thing.
No, you don't. But,
because you've already spent this time working for it.
Yes. But then on the other hand, too, not to condone that in any way, but life, stuff can happen that you didn't control, and it's gone anyway. So I'm kind of that mind, but whatever. So financial mistakes are easier to overlook when couples are in their prime earning years.
I could see that.
Yes. So that can be a deal breaker. Another issue can be infidelity. Mm-hmm. People's sexual needs are different. People have sexual needs at all ages. And when this is the New York Times quote, when you can't get no satisfaction at home, you're likely to act on them.
But has New York Times ever lied?
Yeah. Okay. Lack of paired sexual desire can be a problem without infidelity. So it's not just they're kicking it with somebody else. It could be they're not kicking it with you or with anybody, and you want to kick it. And a lack of sex can also become a barrier to happiness in a marriage. Amen. Addictions.
Yes.
People turning to drugs, alcohol,
don't start
gambling,
Ooh,
gambling,
yes.
especially at that age.
Yeah.
Pornography.
Yeah.
They do so at the expense of their marriage.
Yes,
if you have an addiction, your
Any
marriage
addiction.
is any addiction.
Yes.
Your marriage is going to suffer. These dependencies can also put a financial strain on the marriage. If you're spending a lot of money gambling,
Yes.
which I had a friend that was like that too. Bless her heart. She's passed away now, but and her husband would bail her out.
I have a friend who,
but their
spouse is a gambler.
I cannot get into it. Like,
you're risk averse.
I
am. And Cedric.
But when I go to casinos, I have my little whatever
your little pocket change,
$100, and when it's gone, let me tell you,
that's Cedric.
I'm just done.
And Cedric will not play his winnings.
It's not even fun.
Yeah,
but she could just do that all
just get lost
weekend,
yeah.
And it was like, I really don't understand how this works. So that's a thing. So drug and alcohol abuse can also lead to job loss or a DUI or some criminal problems that you need a lawyer for.
So can pornography, though.
Well, yeah.
I worked with a guy. That was why he got fired.
Yeah.
He wasn't using I thought he was using the work computer, but what it was his phone. He didn't even think about it. His phone was on the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
and so it popped. And you're not thinking that. You'd probably just put it on there because your phone was slow one day.
Well, that's part of the addiction. You're not careful.
Yeah, that's true.
You get careless.
That's true.
So addiction is one. Another one is more autonomy for women. Yeah. Because at a time when a lot of baby boomers were getting married, they didn't have so much freedom. So women can actually continue to build successful careers. They can exercise just independence.
Yeah.
So if they're in a bad marriage, they can get out of it. And they're fine to get out of it and just be on their own, even without alimony. So if you're in a position that you have a good enough job or finances or whatever, you don't have to stay. In years past, that would have been a thing.
I think you hit an age too where you might have cared when you were getting married, like, oh, I don't want to be judged. Sometime at the end, people are like,
fuck it. Yeah.
Whatever you say, honey.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, F-bomb. Empty nest syndrome.
Yeah.
So after the children leave home, you might find that you no longer like each other or even know each other.
Yep.
You face the reality that you don't like or want to be with the person sitting across from you at the dinner table.
Yep.
Which is a sad place to be.
I've seen it happen, though.
Yep. Retirement. This might leave a void in your life. Depression is common in retirees, and a partner might not want to stick around for that. If you're going through a lot of angst over a job.
Or the lack thereof.
And then partners might want entirely different retirements.
Yes.
Like you might think, oh, I'm going to travel and I'm going to
and the other
volunteer.
Person's like, I finally get to sleep in and stay
right.
home.
I'm doing nothing.
Yes.
So that's not a good, mix there. Better health and longer life. So you don't probably want to spend it unhappy. So if you're in your 50s or 60s, I saw a stat, I didn't write it down, but it was something like if they had men and women. So basically, if you make it to, I want to say it was 63 or 65, there's a huge possibility you're going to make it to 85.
Okay.
So if you've got 20 years or you're in your 50s, you got 30 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
And, you could be kicking it with somebody you actually like.
Right.
And even if that's yourself.
Yes.
I know many happy
widows.
And
I'm here to tell you, I like myself.
I mean, just happy. Yes. So, I get it. Falling out of love is one. People change in marriage. It's inevitable. The spark dies and no one knows why. There can just be differences. They just grew apart. So now older people are more willing to pull the plug on a bad marriage rather than just stick it out. Falling in love with someone else. You meet someone who fills all the holes and checks all the boxes that your current spouse does not. So those are
some of the reasons.
I'm sure there's more, but those are good ones.
They are good reasons.
I used to be in my younger days when you just feel like being, forever isn't long enough to be, and we've all felt that way. But as I've gotten older, and we've talked about this in the podcast many times, just because something doesn't last forever, I don't see it as not being successful.
Right. It's not a failure.
This is we're not throwing shade on anybody. I'm sure these are lovely folks, but it just might not be a forever thing. I really feel, y'all, look, I'm going to solve this problem right quick. I think marriage license should be like your driver's license. I do.
If you want to renew it,
if you want to renew, and you have an option, and you look, after you're in it, your driver's license, after so many years, you got to take another test. You don't you?
They said, "Are you still capable?"
Sometimes you can do it online. Just a yes or no.
But you know what, honey? They made me take my ass in. I was offended.
Sometimes after a few years, they said, "No, we need. You need to come in and take a test."
And let me tell you, if you try to protest them, your license will expire. This happened to me last year. Did I tell you that? My license expired.
I knew your liceness expired, but I just thought you just didn't.
No, I went online and I called. I said, well, I don't understand why I need to come in.
You were just all belligerent, weren't you?
I mean, I don't
have an attitude.
My mom just turned 80. They just made her go.
But it's not an age
It's
thing.
Not an age thing.
It's just so many years.
That's what they said. They said, well, did you start driving at like 15, 16? I said, yeah. They said, oh, well, that's why.
Time.
You've hit the years. Yeah. I said, honey, I'm just as good as I was.
I think they let you 12 years. I think 12 years you can do it online every however many years.
Girl.
And then after that, but then you go in a time and then it goes 12 more years.
Right, and they did tell me that. They said, now your next one will be online. I said, I'm offended because my mama's turning 80 this year and she's just now.
I think it should be that because then you make a conscious decision.
And you know
do I want to sign up? And it wouldn't be
for this craziness.
I think you could not be mad or belligerent or anything. It's just
and some of y'all,
I'm just going to let it
some
expire.
Of y'all would stop abusing people. And what I mean by that is because when people know, some people, especially lazy people or manipulative people, if they know, oh, you stuck anyway, that's when they get to treat you some kind of way. Now, if that mug was going to expire, some of y'all will pull out the stops.
Work a little harder.
My mama always said,
I'm just not going to let you have it just to have it.
She said, honey, don't do nothing when you're dating that you don't want to do when you're married. My mom always said that. And I stand by that.
Yes.
So the things I did when we were dating, we still do now. But I expect the things we did. Matter of fact, I tell my husband, you make more money now. So I expect it to level up just a little bit.
Right.
Now, half the money goes towards kids. We have the 3 kids, but still though, if there was an expiration date, some of these folks would get their shit together.
I think now that would solve it. I just think it would. And then there wouldn't be divorce, really. It would just be expiration. And then everybody...
Girl, this marriage license expired.
If you're getting that 7-year itch or that 10-year itch or whatever itch you got, okay, at the end of the year, it's out. So I can... And wouldn't that just alleviate
I think there would be less abuse. There'd be less financial abuse, less emotional abuse, less physical abuse if people didn't feel as anchored. I will say that.
And I also feel now it's great if your soulmate is your baby daddy, can be all the things, but sometimes it's not. And sometimes you're even looking for different things. The qualities that you want in someone to be your child's mother or father might be different than the qualities you're looking for in a spouse or a partner.
Yep.
And to be honest, those are 2 different skill sets.
Yes.
I mean, everybody might not have all of that. You might can find one. Now, this one is great for this thing. Yes. And then, so it allows you to have 2 different lives, kind of.
Yes.
And sometimes that's a good thing.
Yes.
I'm just saying that if y'all want to renew from now on, ever, amen, do it. Mm-hmm. But if you don't, wouldn't that be so good? I'm going to start a petition, y'all.
Listen, and I think all baby boomers are there. Because I'm cool. I'm cool with my forever life.
I'm just saying, because even if it's forever, it does make you evaluate.
Yeah.
Like,
I said.
And you can have some discussions
some
and
of these
some stuff like,
have to rev up some stuff.
I am going to renew, but...
these damn lawn people.
Yeah, the people are cutting my lawn, y'all.
They're right here.
They get right outside
of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my solution for that. I don't know.
Me.
I'm going to start a movement.
You're starting
I'm going to start a movement.
Guys.
No great divorce. Just don't renew.
Listen,
I need a catchy slogan.
This is
Hit
expired.
us up.
Oh my God. Now, if I think of one and I tell you, then your kids are going to be mad at me. So
no. I'm not saying, I think that I'm not advocating to not renew. I'm saying you just would have a choice, and it wouldn't be a messy go through divorce.
Right.
Go, Kevin Costner. We got to divide the pots and pans.
Now that you say
and all that, it just would be a conscious. Coupling or uncoupling. It would be conscious.
And
it wouldn't be
fair.
just like we're in it. Oh, another year. You would actually have to think, do I want to be with this person? And they have to think that with you. Don't you want somebody that wants to be there?
Now that is true. That's
Instead
very,
of just
very, very
tolerating
true.
you, I want to be celebrated, not tolerated. Just saying. But that's me.
I'm going to agree.
Okay. Up next, our picks for the sexiest man alive this week. But first, a message from our sponsor.
During hard times, it can get really difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to. Being alone with your thoughts can be an isolating feeling that can allow negativity to consume you.
This is why we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours.
Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. That's betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. Okay, I've got somebody. I'm just robbing the cradle, y'all. Just get used to it. I'm all out of my lane. I'm on a different freeway.
We're running out of people.
Yes, we are. And I thought there was just so many. But
we don't like all of them. That's part of
That's what it is. We're picky.
Of them, you can be sexy, but I can't pick you if you're just a a-hole.
That's true. Okay. I'm picking actor Luke McFarlane. Now, you might not know his name, but I know y'all have seen him.
Yes.
He plays in lots of rom-coms.
Yes, he does. He's kind of a rom-com.
And lots of Hallmark, not just Hallmark, but other. You've seen
the feel-goods.
Yes. And right now, on Apple TV, if you guys watch Platonic,
which I told you
plays Rose Byrne's husband.
Yes.
And he is just so cute.
He's cute.
Every single movie I've seen him in, he's adorable.
Yeah,
I just think he's
adorable.
He's rom-com king.
He really is.
He really is.
Yeah. Once you said it, I was like, dang, he is in a lot of rom-coms.
A lot of them.
So guys, I'm going to pick someone that just doesn't age. So even though they're older than me, they look my age. Paul Rudd. This guy has looked the same forever. He seems like a sweetie pie.
He's on Only Murders in the Building.
Yes, on
this
Hulu.
Season. If you guys are in it, it's the third season is on now. It's weekly now. You know how they do that. I don't know why streaming does that. I kind of don't like it, but whatever.
I'm gonna watch.
It's a super cute show. It's a cozy mystery.
Oh, I like that.
It's a cozy, funny.
I'm
mystery.
gonna watch that.
Steve Martin.
I saw that.
And Martin Short, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez.
It looked funny.
So cute. Oh, and Meryl Streep.
Yes, my husband's
in it this year.
Sexiest
along
person
with
alive this
Paul
week.
Rudd.
Yes, so I'm going to watch that. But he's my pick. He's super cute.
And he's a superhero too.
Yes, he is.
Which one?
Do you know? I'm watching her face.
I don't. Is it a Marvel?
Okay.
No, okay, but I don't know Marvel.
Oh, so you just guessed.
I just know the name Marvel. I know none
She
of the Marvel
looks
people.
so confident, guys. She's like, is it a Marvel?
I don't know.
Like a Marvel character.
Yeah. I'm pretending like I
He's
know.
Ant-Man.
The Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
That's who he is.
Yeah, don't know who that is.
And I'm really behind because, Disney is Disney and they just started releasing like a gazillion movies. So I haven't seen anything, but that too is.
Marvel
and he was really
universe
cute.
Is a whole situation.
It should be its own damn streaming thing.
It's too much. I don't have the bandwidth for Marvel.
I don't either.
I don't.
I can't believe I'm saying that.
I'm not even going to get in.
My childhood self is so mad at me.
You know what, y'all? I can't tell you how much I don't care. I can't convey it to you. I just really
I give negative shits about this.
So I'm not even going to even try to engage with that.
I'm going to be honest. I don't have the bandwidth for it.
Yeah.
And my childhood self is like, what? What do you mean? But my adult self is like,
not a superhero fan.
I am, but they keep. I don't have the bandwidth.
Okay, this is just a little snippet, y'all. The pickings are slim for TV, and I'm a TV lover.
You are.
I'm a baby boomer TV lover, but I just watched, or I'm in the middle of watching George and Tammy.
The hell is that?
It's a country western about George Jones and Tammy Wynette. It's Jessica Chastain.
Girl, where are you watching this?
On it's Showtime. But
y'all,
I'm okay. Number one, I'm not really a country music.
No,
although
I do. You're just a TV person, and you're out of choices.
Well, and then sometimes I hear a country song, and it's kind of cool, but just usually that's not my jam. But wow, it's such a. I'm riveted. Like their relationship was just like a lot going on, y'all.
Crazy.
Speaking of divorce. It was crazy, but I'm so engaged. Like it's just my jam.
See, okay, guys, I'm so okay with there not being TV because I can catch up on anime. I could give two shits. I want actors and actresses to be paid fairly, so I support the strike. But like its impact on TV is doing.
It doesn't bother.
I give zero fucks about that.
It's.
Just don't fuck with the bear.
Impacted it yet? What's gonna? It's
gonna be in the fall,
but
I don't care about it, guys. That's soccer season.
If you guys watch that, if you haven't watched it, it's
worth it.
It's probably a year old or so, but it is worth it. It's very what's the word?
Riveting,
like soapy, and all kind of addictions and just turmoil and real country.
This is giving me Ike and Tina vibes, and
it kind of was, but not kind of sort of, but not the physical. Although it got a little physical, but not like Ike. Physical.
Did you ever watch the anime I told you to watch on Netflix?
No.
So she ain't.
That's in the.
No, it's not in the queue.
That's in the
Cedric?
Marvel category.
No, it's not.
It kind of is.
No, it's not.
I can't. One thing. Okay, this is the problem, y'all. With animation, I fall asleep.
You're not even trying.
There is like a button in my brain.
When you decorate next week, you better watch it. Just play it while you're decorating.
Okay,
you can't fall asleep.
I can do that. Just have it on the. Yes. Okay, I can do that.
Guys, we're gonna check back.
I'm gonna have her set it up.
She owes me this like a year ago.
Yeah, I do.
Even Cedric thought you watched it. I do. I'm like, I think she did.
Which one was that? The
Intergalactic.
That was a romantic one.
It's romantic comedy.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God!
I turned it on and watched it for like 5 minutes.
That's not long.
I know, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't engage or something.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
it's so short.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna watch
Guys,
it.
I watched Outlander. Do you know how fucking long Outlander is? Yeah. And I'm in like season 4.
And with how many?
And I am so. Guys, y'all in season 6.
It's 6.
It's 6 because I have to drink.
It just ended.
Did it end?
No.
Oh,
season
good.
6 ended.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I saw that.
Next year, and then there's I think one more season after.
And then but come on, Outlander.
That's a universe. That's a universe. That's why I don't have the bandwidth for Marvel. I have no more room. But you have the bandwidth
for Intergalactic. It's one
Outlander
show.
Took all the space.
It's one show. It's literally one animated show.
Oh my gosh.
It's one. You know what? I'm going to come watch it with you. I'm going to hold you hostage and make you.
I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. Well,
it's good.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yes. But not like clean and go in another room.
I'm going to switch over to fall, you guys, even though it's 107 today in Texas and probably next week.
I had a pumpkin spice latte.
I'm just doing fall just because.
Because we fucking can.
Yeah, because I just pretend. I'm just going to pretend, crank the air down to 60.
I did that.
Just like,
every year, we get a pumpkin spice latte. Cedric's favorite thing. I call it his white girl moment. Okay. Because there's this like 6'3" black man, huge black man, sipping pumpkin spice. Like he's walking in the brisk, cool air in a cardigan sweater.
You can get an iced one, can't you?
He said it doesn't do the same thing for his soul. He got an iced one this morning and he was like, I should have got the hot. I cannot
drink hot coffee in the summer.
Oh, I do. We turn the car down and we pretend. I drink it all year. No, I don't really like it. Well,
when it gets cold, I can do it. But when it's hot, that's why if you guys are on the Instagram, that's why all the pictures are iced coffee now, because I cannot do hot coffee.
I do hot coffee.
Not sorry.
I drink like hot black coffee. I just had some yesterday.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Okay, love. Thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Part of the Boundless Audio Podcast Network.